Today I'll be demonstrating a product from AppSense called Performance Manager. Performance Manager is a technology that focuses on the quality of service of a user's experience when it comes to their Windows applications and operating system. In this first demonstration, I'm going to show a user who is not using Performance Manager. So this is just what happens in normal Windows today. So I'm going to fire up the Task Manager, and then I downloaded this free tool called CPU Consumer. CPU Consumer is a nice little utility that's just going to consume all the resources on my operating system. So this is just a software that, again, I downloaded from the operating system, and I'm telling it to dominate the resources on my machine. So once the CPU is consumed at 100%, as a user, I come in here, I try to open up my documents, and maybe I try to go to a Word document. Maybe I try to open up this Epic application. I try to open up Notepad. Things just aren't running very well for my user. Of course, we know that it's because 100% of the CPU is consumed on the user's computer. So I'll give that a second. You can see things. This is where the user is calling the help desk. My machine is slow. They're clicking on applications over and over, but things aren't really performing well. So now I'm going to tell the CPU consumer to dial back down, but it's, of course, unresponsive as well, so give it a moment. Try to get the CPU back to a usable operating system. So there it goes. Okay, so CPU consumer finishes consuming the resources, and behind me, of course, applications are opening and things are starting to run better from a user perspective. So now I'm going to do that exact same scenario, but Performance Manager is running. So this is a user experience when a user has application or a AppSense Performance Manager running on their computer. So I'm going to get that same CPU consumer utility, tell it to dominate the resources again. Performance Manager does several things around CPU, memory, and disk. What you're seeing here is the default behavior. So I've pushed out a default configuration, and it's going to do things based on behavior. So now that the CPU is consumed at 100% again, I come in here and I open up my documents. Everything's very responsive. I open up my Epic application. That pops right up. I open up Notepad. That comes right up. And I'm in my Word document typing. Everything is responding like it normally does. As a user, I don't notice that 100% of my CPU is consumed. Over here, we see that the same thing, the user's CPU is getting hammered. It's just not impacting the user experience. Over here at CPU Consumer, in the first test, it pegged the CPU the whole time. You'll notice this time, CPU Consumer gets whatever resources are available, but not at the expense of the user. Wherever the user clicks, whatever the user is working on, they get the resources they need. This has been a demonstration of AppSense Performance Manager. Thank you for your time.